Did that go through? It looked
Maybe.
like it did.
I don't know if I heard anything, but I'm sure it went through. We'll say it went through. It went through.
Well, just
Hello.
always for safe bet. Welcome to the Opinion Planet podcast. I am your host, Nocam. I just opened a Dr. Zevia.
I am your Chinese overlord, Amadeus Kyouma, here to
That's hot.
talk about the influence. Hey, it's in line with one of my events this week, all right? The guy, he went to see a concert. He's like a part of the Chinese army now. He's not, but he says he is. It
That's a joke or what?
yeah, that's his joke. He's a part of the Chinese army now. I don't fuck.
I'm your other host, GymBagBob.
Welcome to Opinion Planet Podcast, the podcast where we care about only our opinions.
No one else's.
We like to hear them, but let's be honest. I mean,
But they're wrong.
how many people do you guys think have actual? Well, all right. Do you guys converse with self-aware people more often than not, or do you feel like you talk to people that just have, like, they really don't seem like they know what they're doing with themselves, or they just lack any awareness?
The second one.
They have no awareness. That sounds right for your coworkers. Even people I know, they just have no awareness. It seems like they don't. I'm sure majority of people, they have that internal monologue, but I mean, just because you have it doesn't mean you're using it all that effectively. In other news,
Using what all that effectively?
I was gonna say you went silent for a second there. People that have an internal monologue, like there's people that for sure have it, but they just do not fucking use it.
Yeah,
Just
like me.
like you.
I mean, when I talk over you.
No, you still have it. You just choose to be a fucking ass.
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, I asked like almost all my coworkers and they said that they had internal dialogue. At least I'd like to believe that they do. Maybe they don't. They just don't realize it. I don't
What do
know.
you think gives us
There's like,
dialogue?
what's that?
What do you think gives us this internal dialogue that we have? How does consciousness work?
Maybe just intelligence. I think consciousness is a spectrum.
How so?
Like animals, a slightly less consciousness. I don't know. I mean, I think it kind of consciousness can correlate with intelligence. Like you don't need.
Yeah.
But again, I
I don't
mean,
know.
is consciousness like the idea of, emotions and experience? Because if, dolphins, they have more emotions than humans do. So does that mean they have more consciousness?
I don't
Do
think
they
dolphins.
need more consciousness?
They have more emotions. I don't know. I guess I can't like put a great definition on what I think consciousness is. I mean, just saying you're self-aware that you are what you are, a human. I mean, I'm sure to some extent, like a deer or a cat, they know they are a cat, and they're not completely brain dead. I mean, animals in the wild, they know how to pick up clues to hunt. They know
Well, yeah, I mean,
feeding,
obviously they
hiding,
know that they are this thing and other animals are not that thing.
but they can't
So,
speak. No, they fucked up.
I mean, they
I
can
don't know.
make now noises and like sounds.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
suppose
we used to do. I
it's
mean,
a language.
at least we
Yeah,
think. We think we used to do that.
I don't know what consciousness is. I mean, I guess it's a lot of things. I don't think you can boil it down to just one.
Yeah, it really is just the human experience, like all of your senses coming together, kind of like projecting, your it's like what, you view, you see, you smell in the moment you're touching. And then on top of that, you know, your thoughts, but you don't need any of those to experience consciousness. Because would you say you're conscious while you're dreaming? Or would you say you're unconscious?
Um, what's the word? Lucid dreaming, where
Yeah.
you're aware that you're asleep. but you can kind of like manipulate the fact that you're in a dream. So, I mean, when you're asleep, you're definitely not normally conscious. How you spend most of your waking life. It's not the same, but I mean, your mind is still active. It's doing shit. But I
Yeah,
would
but
don't call someone in a coma conscious either. They are comatose. They are unconscious.
yeah, but there's still
I don't
brain
know.
activity. They're still,
Yeah,
sometimes they're still dreaming.
it's not
Maybe
normal. It's not regular brain activity, I
it's not
guess.
regular consciousness. I mean, you're closing your eyes, or blind people. I mean, I guess it's shutting off one sense. I guess,
You're still conscious though. Yeah.
yeah, you still got all those. Okay,
Ooh. Where do you think it goes from here? Humans are the pinnacle of consciousness, supposedly.
at least to us,
Yeah,
you know.
but like, how does it go up? Can you? I have a hard time wrapping my head around how you can be more. Do you just have
'Cause it's some more
omniscient?
animal. What's it?
How do you attain a higher form of consciousness? Whatever the fuck that even means as well.
Is being more aware, just having more senses, I guess.
So
You
like,
know.
if I could sense the atoms present in like every fucking thing ever.
I mean, I guess technically you always do, right?
No,
Because
I
it's the
can't feel the atoms.
molecules.
Can you feel the molecules creeping up your spine? Can you feel them?
Is that what molecules do? They creep up your spine.
Well,
I
they're
mean,
everywhere.
you feel the desk gun or like in front of you, or
You don't feel the
the keys on the keypad. Those are made up of atoms. You're feeling atoms. I don't know what else
I'm
you
feeling a
that would
desk.
be.
I'm feeling a desk.
You're feeling.
That is made up of
I know it's
I
I
mean, it's
know it's
made
made up.
up of atoms. What are you talking about? Feeling it individually, like just having like a
Yeah,
broader
like
sense of touch?
I can separate each individual one. Like I can look at the desk and I know it's made of wood, and these wood grains are all bonded together, and it makes this big fucking wood plank. But go smaller. I can't feel the individual atoms. I'm not aware of them. I know they're there supposedly, but
So
I don't
maybe. Okay, so
physically. Like,
you're just talking about like having a more sensitive sense of touch, like
more in yeah extreme
Mhm.
senses. Would that lead to more consciousness? I mean, you are more
more
conscious.
colors. You'd be able to see more colors and more of the spectrum of light. That'd be
So
interesting.
birds more conscious than us to some extent.
I mean, parrots kinda, except they have the intelligence of like a 3-year-old.
Yeah, well, no, I know birds. They see colors in a different spectrum. They can see shit in a
Depends on,
higher.
yeah, it depends on what kind of bird it is, but yeah.
Mm.
But if it's a
So yeah,
different spectrum, then it's just what we see, but just slightly different.
yeah.
Just
Why put a bird's eye into a human and see what happens?
What the fuck?
yeah, we should do that.
I don't think anyone should do that.
Okay, well, maybe you don't have to take the bird's eye and put it into the human, but like reverse engineer the bird's eye. I know it's impossible to like reverse engineer life to that extent, but think of.
Figure it out.
I feel like that's got to be the plot of some movies or comics or some shit. Like the crazy shit that some animals can do that we just can't. They just reverse engineer life itself and then just add it to the human equation. I mean, I
You
guess that's
can.
what cybernetics. That's what we can more than likely achieve. Robotic shit, but organically developing it. I don't know. I'm not smart. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, I,
Actually, I
it's
think
it's hard to have
if
conversations like this because it's rare to find people that are willing to without changing
yeah,
the subject about penis or something
one
goofy.
thing interesting. Um, so if at least with how I was phrasing it, the more conscious you are, the more aware you are of literally everything that makes up everything. There's like always radiation present, blasted from space into Earth. Earth radiates it. Fucking, there's just a low radiation everywhere, but you get used to it.
Yeah, there's different
But like,
kinds of radiation.
yeah, but if you're more sensitive to it, like you're more aware of it, I suppose that wouldn't necessarily mean that you're gonna get like radiation poisoning just because you're finally aware of it. Unless
Yeah,
you're unless you're more sensitive to it, but that'd be kind of a sucky trade-off.
Yeah. Wait, going back to the consciousness thing, just thinking of what you're saying with radiation.
Yeah,
So if you could sense other things on top of the human consciousness and human, senses, something to the extent of electromagnetic or radiation, like what electricity emits.
yeah.
So like James, what was it? What's yeah, is it James McGill?
Oh, the
Yeah.
electromagnetic.
Would you say that he has a higher level of
Activity.
consciousness than us then? If
He's not crazy. I can tell you that
I'm
much.
not, I'm not crazy.
I mean, yeah, you're conscious of the electricity. So I guess by literal definition, he is more conscious than everyone else in Breaking Bad.
Yeah. He's the most conscious being inside
That'd be
that
kind of
universe.
to be aware. I mean, kind of relating it back to the last episode. I know it's not the same thing, but
Yeah.
if you have like absolute consciousness, you would be a mind reader. You would be aware of every fucking neuron inside of a person's brain telling them what to do. I feel like that kind of information overload would
Drive you to the madhouse.
I think your brain would just pop.
Yeah.
Your cybernetic brain for
That
that
would be
shit.
interesting.
We'll get that eventually. Elon Musk he'll deliver us.
Yeah. Speaking of Elon Musk, his Starship launched. I didn't see the full launch, but
It didn't blow up.
not this time.
Nice.
It did last time. Well, maybe it did. Here. Intentionally destroyed mid-flight. All right, buddy. I'm sure it was intentionally destroyed mid-flight.
Sure.
That looks stupid.
I'm showing Molly what the Cybertruck looks like, and it
Oh,
looks.
yeah.
I get. Alright, if it was a pure military vehicle, I can kind of
I
understand,
don't
like,
even
this.
understand if it was military vehicle. So fucking
Well,
useless. Did you see
as from.
the test for off-roading? They're just so slow going uphill.
I didn't see that, no. I don't know, it just. It looks goofy.
It's bad.
I don't think it'll meet any sort of, like, crash safety regulations.
That's what I thought about because if you're making it bulletproof and it's people are just gonna fucking throw themselves down the road with that thing while drunk, just fucking smack into like some tiny ass SUV.
Yeah, that person's fucked.
But you're
That's another.
fine.
Yeah, you're in the Cybertruck, you're all good. Elon
Yeah.
Musk paid for your protection.
Mm-hmm.
Um, an idea that I saw that I think is pretty normal and should be enacted. Um, so with like just a regular license, you can drive a what's the word I'm looking for? An RV with a trailer hitch attached to it with no special qualifications. But semi trucks, you should need a special license to be able to operate that and not be a fucking danger to anyone else. But
Yeah.
the fact that, yeah, just a regular license, you can drive an RV, attach like a 10-foot long trailer to the back of it, and you're all good.
Okay. Yeah, that would be.
Okay. You disagree?
No, I'm sorry. I was looking at the Starship shit, but yeah. Um, I agree.
I don't know.
What were you?
It's just something that I
Could
saw
you?
on TikTok. It was a video.
What were you? What were you saying? Please, re-elaborate for my tiny ass one task brain.
Um, so people can just, regular license, buy an RV, attach like a 10-foot trailer to the back of it, and just drive with no extra curriculum or training, driver training
Okay.
required.
Yeah. Yeah.
but suddenly you make it like a not even a full blown semi, but just one of those cargo, like a short semi. It's not like this. The trailer is attached to the vehicle. Those kind, if you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Those need a CDL though, I believe.
A
But a
short
U-Haul,
semi.
a U-Haul though, you don't need a CDL for that. I mean, it's not like
Yeah,
effect.
maybe it has to do something with the air brakes or
Yeah,
like just
I
like
mean,
a different. No,
I
it
mean,
was
there's
just
got to.
mostly the air brakes, I guess. Even though I've used air brakes before, it's not that difficult to navigate.
I feel like the biggest part of the training is just spatial awareness because there's a lot of dumb fucks that in regular size sedans just do not understand how to fucking merge, how to just not cut people off.
Yeah, that and don't understand like, hey, in this position, the semi can't see you.
Yeah. I went to the cities last night and it was a woman driver.
Okay, it's pretty
Um,
typical.
it was it was irritating. Camping in the left lane would take about 10 business days to get up to the speed limit and then cruise like 10 to 5 below the speed limit. Brake about like 100 feet in front of the stop sign or red light, even if there's no one in front or behind. I
Yeah,
don't know. I feel like there's just you're causing more of a danger by being that much of a passive driver.
defensive driving.
Defensive driving is for bitches, all right? I mean, you don't need to
I
you
practice
don't need
offensive driving, but
to that's what fiber trucks for. No, there
okay,
is. I guess I can call it offensive driving, but it's just like if you have seize the fucking gap, all right? That's
yeah, fuck it, just yeah, for merging and shit.
I mean, I still fuck up more than I'd like to admit for just like I could have totally gone, but I waited the extra fucking 7 seconds for this fucker that was 100 feet away to go before I went. But
Yeah, it's the same here, but
I don't know. It's my excuse is that that usually happens within the first like 3 minutes of driving. Get me out on the road for 5 minutes, and then I feel
yeah,
comfortable again.
you get more, in the tune of the fuck is going on.
So I can talk a little bit probably about like the most exciting thing that's happened this month. Um, I went to a concert for Lil Darky. He's amazing. I mean, most of his songs are kind of meh, but he has a good handful that are pretty fucking good. The uh the venue, I've been there before. Not a bad place. Long ass line, but what the hell do you expect for a sold out show? Um,
Yeah,
got there, stood in line for merch for about an hour. Show started. Thankfully, there was only one opener. That made me so happy to just only have to sit through one fucking goon before you get to the person that you paid to see. And the goon
okay,
wasn't even bad. He was pretty good
that's good.
actually.
Usually,
I mean,
usually if it's like a good artist, they have pretty good goons.
yeah. I mean, the last concert I went to, there was 4 people playing. I only really gave a shit about 2 of them, but no, it was nice. The concert went on for, I guess it started at 7, went on until like 10:30. Um, kind of lost my voice. I didn't lose my hearing because I brought earplugs, thankfully. But that was I think the tickets were like 20, $25, and for how enjoyable that concert was, that is probably the best value concert I have gone to. It was it was interesting. A lot of random people, a lot of fucking people that look like crackheads. Um, people that also just like shove their way through the crowd. I understand. Like, what I do whenever I have to get past people is just like put my hand on their shoulder, like, hey, sorry, excuse me,
Yeah,
instead of just barreling through.
I would do
It's
that.
but I don't know. It was stop.
Yeah, I've been to only like one concert like that. It's like the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, I've been to 4. fucking concerts this year. Wait, yeah, 4.
It was.
I went to Puya
Yep.
in April, Taylor Swift in
June.
June, Suicide Boys in September, and then Lil Darky in November. He was a lot better than the last time I saw him. Granted, we didn't have to sit through the fucking goons, his goon squad, but yeah, that was my
Was
exciting
that
event. What?
was that fun? Did you have a good
Yeah,
time?
yeah, it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I didn't go to this concert alone, so that already helped, like, kind of increase the enjoyment factor. Just okay, just doing something with other people.
You had friends.
Yeah, friends there, and the concert was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. It definitely helped drinking, like before the show started, feeling a little tipsy, and then smoking a joint definitely helps. You just kind of, all right, let me focus on the music. Everyone jumps, I jump.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Um, I know next concert I ever go to for him, I'm gonna be that asshole. I'm gonna fucking get my way to the front. I'll be nice about it, but no, it's just that's like where the most concert of concert experiences. The more front you get, because you just get a lot more of the energetic, crazy fucks that
Mhm.
make it memorable.
Those are the good parts of humanity right there. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, there was one person in the merch line. I kind of wanted to just fuck with him because he was saying that like he really wants to fight someone. I just out of the fucking blue.
Did you volunteer?
No. He ended up asking me though if I'm excited for the show. I'm not sure why he asked me, and I was tapping my hands against my legs,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Did you tell him to
Wonder if
fuck off?
no, I just said yeah, it's gonna be good. Are you excited?
Like a fucking like Dora the Explorer?
I don't want to be mean to the stranger.
That was like
Yeah,
fight someone.
yeah, that he wanted to fight someone just for the fuck of it.
Yeah. All right, so I posted on literally everyone a Cybertruck crash test, and the whole video they just edge you. They never actually show it,
What the fuck?
and there's multiple videos like this. Like I can't find the original video. Like I can't. I'm trying to see because it's a truck. And I don't know. I don't even know if there's any crumple zones in it. So
It doesn't look like there is, but I mean, maybe. No, it's just pure solid iron frame.
I love it. It's actually I think it's
Pretty good.
aluminium.
But yeah, that was my exciting event. Um,
It's good.
the way back was pretty interesting. One of the other people I was with, he spent about like $130 on alcohol.
Idiot.
Yeah, the drinks were fucking expensive there. It was ridiculous, but he kept on just wanting to drink, and he was in the passenger seat, and our driver, who's already not a very good city driver to begin with, also more drugs, and then having a very drunk person try and give them directions. It was kind of comical, except for like that worrying thought of just don't fucking crash.
Did
Just don't be
you?
a total dipshit.
Yeah. Did you just didn't want to give directions or what?
I was sitting in the back. I wasn't gonna fucking try and speak over.
It's like, all right, buddy, your time is up. What was he
I'm
even drinking?
liquor. I don't fuck flavored drinks. There was a strawberry vodka that was pretty okay for $22.
Jesus.
Um,
What do you?
a
How much do you
prick.
get though?
Um, I think it was 20 ounce, and then for $5 more, you got a 25 ounce. I
Well,
think
yeah,
the drinker he was getting the 25 ounces. Uh, no, I only bought a strawberry vodka and a prickly pear margarita, so I spent close to 60 fucking dollars on two drinks with the
that's
tip.
crazy.
Goddamn.
Do you tip them after all that? After the price?
You gotta make it.
You're supposed to
You gotta tip your bartenders.
because they don't get paid. I mean, honestly,
They're supporting the system. I don't care.
yeah, I should have been that one asshole that just doesn't tip.
Okay. Your tip is me. Give me this wink here after I take a sip of this. You
Well,
like
no,
that?
you poured drink.
Yeah. Thank
I
you for
mean,
pouring me a drink. For
if they
the
offered,
overpriced alcohol.
yeah, I can fucking walk behind the counter and make it myself. It can't be that fucking difficult. I should do that next time I go to a coffee shop. Like, all right, I've been around the block. Just let me do it. I do the labor. It should be free. Do you agree with that statement, Jason?
I feel like they should like maybe bring the price down a little bit. That could be interesting though.
So
Like if you do it
when
yourself.
you check out at Walmart, it should be like a half off type thing, right? Because
I mean, yeah, it should be like a little less because you're not paying for that labor. Because that's part of the price. They price it up from what they get from the companies because it's like, well, we provide it. We provide, that's the labor that goes into it.
yeah,
I don't know, maybe at least like 5% off. Give me a fucking bone here. I'm ringing it up myself.
but no, yeah, I don't know. The only other memorable thing from that concert was one of my friends. Um, he just started chatting with a random girl, and he got her Snapchat. And then one of my other friends, our somewhat reoccurring guest, Flaming Fossil,
Yeah.
he when we were walking back to the parking garage, we got turned around, said we had to go a different way. So then this tall redhead, she looks like your stereotypical goth girl that looks
Okay.
like she's gonna manipulate you and fuck up your life and make you want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
That's Isaac's type, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said that she liked his outfit. He stopped, looked at her, and said, "Thank you. I appreciate that very much." And he just, continued to walk away. When we got back, he wouldn't stop stewing over the fact how he didn't like go up to her and start chatting with her. He missed out.
I mean, but you guys were trying to get back to the car, so
We
it's,
wouldn't have given a shit. I mean,
I
if
guess.
he could have gotten a lady, I would have
Yeah,
I've waited a little.
that could have been nice. It would have been perfect. His type, someone who complimented him.
Someone who's gonna
It's like, oh yeah,
manipulate
would you
him.
like to see more of my outfits?
I think that's a way to just ruin it.
Yeah, I got some
It's
more.
how you deliver it. If it can be funny,
No, you gotta say it like how Jason said it. Do you want to see more of my outfit?
Would you like to see more of my outfits?
They're very good. I made them.
They're very good. They're just like this.
sound like extra robotic.
Yeah, you give it the
Yeah.
Elias inflection.
Getting sick of the ads?
But yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. I want to go to another. I will go to another show of his.
That would be fun. I've never really gone to an event and just drank. Besides, unless it's like an event I go to related to my job. But
Yeah. I mean, I would have probably drank more, but
Money.
yeah, it's fucking
money me
ridiculous.
now.
Free
Should
game
have just
if you're.
brought a 6-pack.
It was nice though.
They try to take it
So
away from you. I have a health condition. I have a health condition, sir.
yeah,
I have a
people.
health condition.
All right, shut the fuck up. Uh, People smuggled in a fuck ton of joints. It got pretty hazy in there. Um, so just like random people, just hey, let me hit that. Sure.
I mean, it's legal now,
It'd have
right?
been kind of fun if someone brought a laced joint just to fuck with people.
I
Not.
think it's legal now, though, right?
To lace a joint. No, yeah,
Yeah.
marijuana is legal. I'm sure the building policy is absolutely no smoking, but
Yeah.
they're not gonna fucking.
That's what I was thinking, but
It happens at every concert. You're not gonna stop it unless
yeah.
you cut everyone.
It's
So
like they confiscated, like, okay, just pull out another.
you can hide it in your fucking shoe, your pockets. That won't. Yeah. No, there's
Your
no fucking.
ass.
Exactly. I mean, if you want to,
Bro,
would you try ass
oh,
joint?
I would not try ash joint.
what about foot joint?
A foot joint?
Is it
Just
like
stuff it in your sock.
just stuff it in the sock? It's gonna be so mangled and crumpled. Fuck that. No, I don't want weed foot.
Yeah, foot weed.
Foot. Yeah.
You want some gas station foot weed, bro? Nah, I'm good, thanks. Bro, he's like pursuing you. I'd try it.
Fuck no. You know, I'm gonna
Do
give you
not
dirty.
try weed from the gas station.
Don't. I've heard so many horror stories about gas station pills, gas station drugs.
Yeah, that is like probably the worst. It's like, the worst of humanity happens at a or like a gas station, Just
Yeah.
things that come to mind when you think of a gas station bathroom. You know.
I have two very distinct mental images. One of them is a very nice, classy looking restroom.
Mm-hmm.
Looks very good. And the other one is just a fucking horror movie scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like there's like a lot of shootings or altercations that'll happen like just around gas stations.
Yeah.
I think we should ban gas stations.
No, that's gonna fuck with my job here soon.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know. I don't think it'd be very interesting to work at a gas station, but the local Quick Trip wouldn't it'd be an interesting form of retail. Quick Trip seems like it would be the best gas station to work at out of all the ones. They pay the highest, I believe, starting you off. They have the best drinks, food selection. Not even close. I mean, the only other gas station that even competes, this is my Midwestern speaking, but I still like Casey's Pizza. It's pretty good.
Not bad. I mean, it's out of all the other pizzas
Yeah. It
or
used to be
gas
my,
station pizzas.
yeah. It used to be my favorite as a kid. I don't know if I can say that Casey's is that good, but
No, I remember my dad really likes it. Like he called one time to compliment it. Like he called Casey's. Like,
that's
wow.
interesting.
Usually people call to complain. Can you imagine you're just working at a gas station, just throwing a pizza together? It's like not your best job, but you just kind of threw it together or whatever. And someone
I
calls like, "Oh, the pizza was really fucking good, bro." All
one
right.
thing I love to do at Starbucks at my Target is order my drink, wait for it, take a sip of it, and then ask the person who made it, "Hey, you made this, right? It's really fucking good. Thank you. I
It's
appreciate it
good.
so much." There's
I
been
do.
a couple of times where they just have a look of, "Oh, fuck."
The last time you did it, he was still getting trained in. Like I watched him like asking one of the other people working like questions like, "Hey, is this correct? This is what that means, right?"
Yeah.
And when you did that, you could just see the terror in his.
Especially if it's a new worker. Yeah, they don't have that like I don't give a fuck energy yet.
Yeah, you're still nervous about everything, and
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh,
no, it's good.
That's
I
good.
mean, even if the drink, like, tastes kinda mediocre, and as long as they're not, like, super busy, I usually try and say it just because it's funny to fuck with them
Yeah.
a little bit, but it is also a compliment, so
I wouldn't do the opposite. I do like slightly different. Just, hey,
"Oh,
you
you made
made this
this?"
drink, right? And you just walk away. You don't even no like compliment, no negative remarks. Just it's like, yeah, I
Alright.
did.
Alright, I guess you're not technically saying any negative, but in that tone of voice, and then just
Yeah, but
walk away.
there's no like relief. There's no like so it just unsettles them for the rest of the day. Like, what did that guy want? The fuck?
Why do you
Did
want
I fuck it up?
why are
It
you
just
trying
fucks
to
with their head.
You know, next time we go to that Starbucks, we'll each do our method. I'll do mine
Yeah.
first, then you can follow.
That would be good because then they'll expect a compliment. It's like, oh, that's nice. They're gonna shower me with compliments.
We gotta do that next time. That'll be
All right.
good.
2026. We're gonna be a menace to Hutchinson.
Can you finish off the trio and just say "fuck you" to the
Yep.
last person?
no."
Should we just kill Elijah 2026?
Yeah,
Just to finish it off. It's the end of an era. We make a poster for it and everything.
it's
Like it's a
done.
movie. Yeah, it's done.
I think we could Photoshop like us all three strangling him. Like we could make his face twist and contort, right?
I'm just imagining a trailer of a movie of like four best friends.
3 best friends. And 1 goofy motherfucker.
Well, we were a group at one time, all four of us.
Yeah. He actually he talked to me the other day and was talking about music, dancing with myself. Like he'd hear it at work every now and then. He'd get like a little nostalgic now of that year whenever he hears it. Which I do too, just because that's all it reminds me of is that working in that video, at Miss Haugens. I don't know why he's getting sentimental about it. But he acknowledged yeah, I kind of realized how distanced I was being.
Um,
Like we'd invite
have you
him and
heard
what's that?
Christmas edition of Dancing with Myself, done by Billy Idol himself?
He did one? He did another one?
It's just with the Jingle Bell music in the background instead of his actual music, with his lyrics to Dancing with Myself.
That's interesting. Maybe we'll have
It's
to 2026 Christmas. We'll have to remake that video.
Do it right this time. We can make another hurt video.
The only problem with that video, the only reason it took so long is because I didn't have enough footage, so I just started throwing clips, and then I just made it a throwback video.
Yeah.
Other than that, it started off pretty good. With like the panning to the sauna.
I like the ending of that video.
Oh, the rip.
How it's just Carter and I jumping up in the air and then it flashes the screen.
Yeah,
All right.
Finn. Yeah, I thought it was great. I like the jumping. It was very generic. I didn't know if I could pull it off.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
What's that?
I'm sorry, while you two were talking, I was taking a personality quiz about which drug is my personality. I want you to guess, Jason. What do you think my drug is? What drug most closely resembles the kind of person I am?
MDMA.
No.
What is it?
No, I'm not that much of a loving person. You're most like acid. Let's face it, you live in your own inner world. People see you as an idealistic dreamer. Some may even call you wishy-washy. All in all, no one really seems to understand you. Though you're misunderstood, you're okay with simply being you. You love to think deeply and often come up with complex ideas that others simply can't wrap their heads around.
All right.
Hard for you to get your point across, but when you do, it's like a prophet speaking to his people. You want quiz?
Yeah, I'd say that sums up the Opinion Planet podcast. It's just Carter
That's
as a prophet speaking to his
yeah.
people.
I speak in ideas and concepts that just go beyond your
That's
guys'
why. Yeah,
feeble.
that's why sometimes that Molly and I just don't talk. You just keep yapping because.
It feels good. I'm glad I'm the smart one here.
It's good. Muy inteligente. Muy guapo.
Muy bueno. I
Very
can't
good.
speak.
I called you
Yeah.
very, very smart and very handsome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's right. I'm the cute one though, so.
I got a couple of photos. That should have been the meme of the week instead of the fucking Chinaman.
The
Wait,
walk.
wait, you didn't go with the Chinaman for the meme of the week?
No, I went with the walk.
The walk. Did we? God damn it. I appreciate Chinese food. It's been a while since I've had it. There's
That's
that
a
one
fuck
local.
up. All you've had is Americanized Chinese food.
Yeah, and it's fucking good. So sue me, all right? Well, there's that one local place. I mean,
I mean, maybe if it's local and like the people are actually like of that heritage.
Do you remember what place I'm talking about? They're closed on Mondays.
Happy Panda?
God damn, I was trying to
Oh.
avoid the name. Yeah, Happy Panda.
What the fuck? What are you talking about? That's Americanized Chinese food.
No, that's Chinese Chinese.
Just because it has panda in the name.
All right. That's not where it was going. You can't.
You're racist. You thought I was a racist one.
Hey, you work with the racist, right? I think it'll rub off on you.
Yeah, that is true. I am getting
But no,
more unhinged, so.
I like Chinese food. Even if it's Americanized Chinese food, it's still Chinese food to me. Yeah, that unfortunately that's about all I can say as far as appreciation for their culture. I don't know much more else.
I don't
I'm
really
sure they
appreciate their culture. I mean,
they're
aside from what their Muslim concentration camps, the
no,
re-education camps,
no, Jason, that's not what they are. All right, you're missing the
how
point.
they execute the most amount of people or most amount of their own citizens than any other country in the world.
Um, Sorry to change topics again, but what drug do you think Molly got?
Molly,
No.
Take another guess.
methamphetamine.
Yeah, no, she got acid as well. I think this quiz is stupid. All right, Jason.
I'll take it. I'll just get acid as well.
No, no, we're gonna do this live so everyone can keep up in here. What is your ideal party between a bar, a nice dinner party with friends, you and a TV, or a music festival?
What is my favorite party?
Your ideal party.
My deal. I feel like a music festival would be kind of fun, but a
A
dinner
music
party is like, it's classy. We're all dressed up. I'll do a dinner party.
dinner party? Okay, that's good.
A
That's
nice Friendsgiving.
yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't too fancy, but
Um.
as soon as we introduced canned bread and that seafood shit, nah,
Oh
that
my God.
wasn't fancy. I want to
Fuck
recreate that video, but Phil Mora keeps fucking destroying the video, so I have to extract it and have to work on it.
that ginger juice was fucking disgusting.
Oh, that was horrible. It's
Um.
definitely supposed to be mixed with something else.
Yeah. In your opinion, people tend to be too serious, too laid back, too impatient, or too judgmental.
Too judgmental. I think everyone's the same in their own way.
Yeah.
They don't really
When
like self-reflect.
I already know the answer to this one. When you're hanging out around the house, what are you wearing? Pajamas, jeans and a t-shirt, a snuggie, or sweatpants?
Hmm.
Jeans and a t-shirt.
No, normally I just wear shorts and then like a t-shirt.
All right, jeans and a t-shirt.
Right now I'm wearing shorts and a long sleeve shirt that's rolled up. I always wear
You're the
shorts.
you're the jeans kid. All right,
The
I've never
fuck?
once seen you wear sweatpants in your life, so you're the jeans
That is a good
kid.
point. I am the jeans kid in my section too, because they saw me running in jeans. Like it got to the point where like a sergeant from a different section, like he got me shorts to wear for running.
Kind of
I
good.
just told him it was just because of the pockets, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
What? All right, I know the answer to this one too. Which sounds like your most idea of fun? Going for a long walk in nature, sleeping in, playing video games, or going out to the bar?
Probably nature walk.
I knew it.
I was surprised. I thought you were going to be alcoholic.
I knew it was going to be the nature walk.
Look, I don't enjoy this. Right? It's enjoyable.
Sorry. Spoken like a true alcoholic.
Which decade do you identify with? 1980s, 1990s, 1960s, or 2000s?
Early 2000s. I hate people who say that they
They were
identify. I wish I was born in the 40s. No, you don't.
No, no.
I wish I was born in
Uh,
the 1800s. Really? No modern medicine? Your fucking iPad that you've been putting
that idea.
slimy, grubby fingers has been sliding all over? No.
that was like one of the last things that Darky said to us at the show was that if you're ever feeling down or like depressed or suicidal, just remember that you're not a kid in another country mining lithium or cobalt for your phones. So just
Yeah,
don't be a
that
little
too.
just don't be a little bitch.
We were blessed by just being having the happen chance of being born in a first world country that fucks
Yeah, that is,
over smaller countries. So
it is a lottery.
yeah.
Um, what's a nice way to describe your personality? Energetic, spontaneous, lighthearted, or mellow?
What was it again?
Energetic, spontaneous, lighthearted, or mellow?
Maybe spontaneous. I'd like to be lighthearted, but
Okay, I believe in you. What is your worst trait? I'm not going to tell you what the responses are. I just want you to say what your worst trait is, and I'll pick the one closest to it.
okay. Um, Probably anger issues. So
All
I
right,
get
I'm intense. I'm intense. That's the one I'm going with.
intense.
Close enough.
The fuck? All right. Yeah, I could
What's
see
your
that.
yeah? What's your living situation? A penthouse apartment, your parents' basement, a big house in the country, or couch surfing?
Yeah, I live in the barracks, so I guess an apartment, right?
A penthouse apartment.
Yep. This is a
All right.
penthouse.
If you were a type of art, would you be pop art, impressionist art, modern art, or surreal art?
What were the options again?
Pop art, impressionist art, modern art, and surreal art.
I feel like this question is for the psychedelic drugs.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I'd say
Which one?
impressionist. Starry Night.
Impression. Let's see if it gives you some. Okay. All right. I already know the answer to this one too. What is your ideal job? Screenwriter, CEO, politician, or veterinarian? CEO.
What was it again?
Jesus, is it something?
What's your ideal job? Screenwriter, CEO, politician, veterinarian.
If I had to pick any one of them, probably screenwriter.
What?
That's not surprising.
All right. And survey says. All right. I want you to think. What do you think it is, Jason? You get one.
What is it?
All right.
Acid, like everyone else?
Been avoiding that word.
Okay. I'll read the description, and you have to guess it.
All right.
Your personality is like blank. Let's face it, you're the life of the party. Go big or go home is your mantra. You're not afraid to take risks or embark on an adventure. Unfortunately, both of those things often find you in a whole lot of trouble. You tend to be pretty high strung and high stress. When you're in a bad mood, it's pretty obvious to everyone in the room. You tend to have a lot of ideas and dream big, but you really don't know how to make any of them a reality. When it comes to money,
Damn.
you spend it as soon as you get it. As it comes in, it goes right out. What drug is that?
Ooh, is that meth?
Nope, you get one more guess.
Cocaine?
Bingo. You're Jason.
I'm cocaine.
How does it
I'll
make you feel?
I'll take it. I'm pretty hyper.
You know, alcohol and cocaine, I see those being more you than like LSD or mushrooms. I know it's just
Why do
like
you say that? Because I'm not like
I was just about to say it's stereotypes like you're that angry military kid.
right.
The alcohol is
I,
a given, and the cocaine is like, well, just make them a little bit more high strung. There you go.
that's weird
Molly.
because I've met two different people in the military that have taken mushrooms or that take mushrooms regularly.
Yeah.
But
I want to chat with them. I want to see if, because I think I know what they're doing, microdosing. I know there's been a lot of people saying how it's like beneficial, but
I don't know. We've one person had a talk about with microdosing. The other person, I don't know what they do. I think they just took it. I don't think they're microdosing. Because if they take a piss test, all it'll come up as is food poisoning.
Yeah. I'm trying to think though, like, what drug would Molly be?
Whatever the test said. You guys are
No,
perfect
it's
for each other.
Molly is not acid. You're not even close to acid.
Am I cocaine? Do you think so?
I see you more as cocaine than other drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sorry. I mean, I got an insult for you too. I see you more of like a Xanax than anything else. Just hippie.
I
I'm
can
not
see
all
that.
What about me? What in your guys' mind's eye perception of which drug am I?
weed.
Fuck you.
Nah, not weed. I say Andrew's like a weed, you know?
Yeah, the stereotypical dumb fuck stoner.
Yeah. I would
Is that
say like some sort of psychedelic. You do like go into deep thought about things.
but which psychedelic, Jason? This is very important to me.
So so I'm not very
You're very
versed on the types of psychedelics or what they do like differently. Um maybe a mushroom, except that one people take. Yeah, a mushroom. You could change people's lives.
I'll
You could
take it.
change people's you can change people's perception on things.
Can I say the big news?
What's that?
Oh, I tried a cigarette?
Yeah.
Fuck. You stomp that shit out right away?
What?
Did you stomp that shit out right away?
No.
How was it?
It was a Marlboro Slate 100s.
See, I need to try others, but I always convince myself not to when I'm about to.
I don't know, it's a decent pack, but was it super exciting?
No. It was not.
Was it gross?
No, it was just kind of like nothing. I mean, I could kind of taste it a little bit, but
Perfect. You're already addicted.
I I don't think you were taking the big
a
enough
big
breath. Yeah.
Did you
no.
actually inhale it,
Oh,
or did you just?
Yeah. Well, I kind of told her to like don't, over.
inhale too much.
I might have. I should have just said is inhale as much as you physically can.
Yeah. I mean, you would have coughed, but you would have gotten the high. There's
You would
like
have
a
gotten.
certain, yeah. There's a little there's a buzz that goes with it. You know, that's the enjoyment of it.
How would you describe a
I mean,
nicotine
I only
buzz?
took like what, 3
Yeah,
small
puffs. Yeah,
poofies.
there was just enough that I could see some actual smoke coming out of your mouth, but
No, I don't.
I'm looking forward to watching you drink. So
After trying a cigarette, still don't really see the appeal.
well, all right.
yeah,
You
because
gotta
you didn't try it correctly. You
Right,
didn't
I'll
smoke
try
it right.
it again and
hell yeah.
inhale more next time.
You didn't smoke it right.
No,
Okay, Elias.
even when I tried the vapes that Carter had a few times, like a year ago, again, I was just like, I don't see the appeal to this,
I mean,
even with like fun flavors.
no, you never
But
got the. You'll know the nicotine buzz because your body feels heavier, your head feels heavier. That's the enjoyable part of it when you first
For
start
me,
out.
it doesn't feel heavier. For me, it just feels like calm. Like all of my stress just starts disappearing. I just start.
Lucky motherfucker. That sounds a lot nicer. I just get like body feels heavy, head feels heavy for a little
That's
bit.
fair.
yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
It's different, so it's kind of
Well,
fun.
I mean, okay, that's what I get when I like smoke a fucking heavy ass cigar or some shit, like some dark cigar, and then I just like, all right, I can't finish this shit. I'm just spinning. That's if I smoke too much of it.
Yeah, I've only ever gotten like Nick sick once, and that's when I first started vaping. I think I hit. It was a very low nicotine count vape, but just hit it probably more than I should have for someone that like just got into it. And I just felt
Yeah.
my stomach just felt like shit, and my head just felt clammy. I
Yep.
don't know. It wasn't.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
sucks. I love cigars, but I don't like when I get sick from it.
yeah. That's fortunately the only time I've ever felt like any actual nicotine sickness. The other times it's just been. I mean, the worst it's ever been, close to like feeling like I genuinely can't keep myself standing up or I'm about to pass out.
Yeah.
Those only happened like fucking twice. It was some mango vape that I hit for the first time, and I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was good.
Maybe
And
there's
then
something in there.
maybe, and then the other time was in the McDonald's bathroom. I just got done washing my hands, had to hit the vape before going back out to join the shit show, and hit the vape. And then as I was walking out of the bathroom, kind of started to fall down just a little bit.
All right. Yeah. That's bad. Dude, I've
It's
I've
not.
never I've never been that bad cigar. But
I'll get you to try some vape. I don't know.
when there's vapes like available, like I've been offered it like left and right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's not.
I like to save my immunity.
That's fair. It's not an enjoyable. Not in well, all right. Parts of it are enjoyable. I like going outside, just really forcing myself to go outside for a couple of
Do
minutes.
you think it's more of just like a something you do for the duration, just to have it?
Yeah, it's definitely habit. I mean,
Oh,
I'm not.
pastime.
Yeah,
A
I'm not
little.
doing it for the fucking flavor. If I was gonna do it for the flavors, I would either go back to vapes or Swisher Sweets. They kind of have like a blueberry flavor, nicotine, tobacco, I should say.
There's like this one called or there's yeah, it's like called like Black and Reds or something like that. And I had it when I was in the field and they weren't bad. It was like this wood tip. I think it was like cherry flavored and it's just like this sweet cherry and then you get this like cigarette or the it's kind of like a cigarette on the end. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it was oddly good.
Um, I don't know. I think the best way to get like an actual nicotine sickness, get a hookah or just smoke straight tobacco through a pipe. It's
Well,
like
I
big.
think it yeah, maybe that or just the darkest cigar you can find. Just get fucked. Those are just bigger cigarettes without a filter.
Yeah, I want to
So
try those. I want to see if I'm tough shit.
try dark cigar.
Yeah,
I've
trying to
had
smoke.
my first cigar was like a super dark.
It's depressing. Jason, do you think in like 10 years time you're gonna like think back on today or this time period of like how much you could just casually drink and it was enjoyable? Do you think that's gonna happen to you?
I'm gonna get jealous of how much I was able to drink.
Yeah,
Maybe, but some part of me like hopes I'll be like healthier by then, and then it'll be like the pros outweigh the cons. So I'll just be like, yeah, it would be nicer if I could handle it, but I'm healthier
yeah.
now. Or maybe I just gave up on myself and just a fat tub of shit. Speaking of fat tub of shits, when is that guy gonna come on?
He's probably busy jerking off to League of Legends characters.
That's fair.
Um, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
speaking of um that, should we talk about how China almost worsened their relations by a bad driver?
Sure.
I mean, they were just turning, and then they almost hit a marine, and then typically you're supposed to like pretend you're, like a robot, just keep sitting there and saluting. But he had consciousness. He had a human brain, so he didn't get hit. And then just imagine like obviously, I mean, I think it's disrespectful that they didn't, calculate it. You're supposed to be this.
The
You're supposed to.
president of
You're supposed. Yeah. You're
okay.
you're supposed to open the door for this guy too. They'll just fucking hit you with their car.
It wouldn't have killed him, but it would have been like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, you're fucking retarded, bro. I mean, it is typical Chinese fashion, right? I mean, it's stereotypes for a reason.
Maybe it was deliberate. All right.
Yeah,
Just
maybe
to
it was
test him.
deliberate. Yeah, just to see what would
I
happen.
don't know. I know, like in the world, well, in the game of world politics, you have to be composed. You have to look dignified. But like, it would also be fun to just like, are you fucking serious, man? You almost hit one of my fucking guys. No, go
No,
the fuck back. We'll
yeah,
do
he's
this
just
another.
no, he just walks up casually and just shakes his hand like it's any normal.
Oh, no.
And then they continue to have like one of the shittiest summits ever because they don't really solve anything.
Should have just walked up to him and just did like a throat punch. Our World War Three
Well,
right
yeah,
there.
they didn't even no, it's not even World War III because it's both of our leaders. One leader's taken out. What are we fighting for? So
No,
they just
start and then
we
heal
should
him.
just start doing like cage matches with like world leaders. That's World
Yeah.
War III.
Then we'll have a good fucking reason to elect young people.
Exactly. No old fart would want to destroy the world then.
You know what? I want to type in to Google and get a really biased answer probably about who is the best fighter in the world. Okay.
Well,
Top 25 greatest UFC fighters of all time. Who is number one? Anderson Silva.
I've never heard the name.
I have. I don't know if I'd say the best.
10
I mean, he'd
worst
be
MMA fighters of all time.
the worst one.
Yeah. Number 1, Kenneth Allen, with record of 1-41, is an absolute king of the list. Perhaps many others. Fuck. Well, there we go. 1-41. He won one fight. It's good for him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That guy was young, so maybe that's a testament. Maybe the best fighter ever is like in his 80s.
I don't know if I can believe that. I think like by the time you're mid 30s, your body's even if you do the best, you're still just not going to be able to compete with like a mid late 20s.
I don't know. It's
What it
kind of
what?
like what Mara's boyfriend says. It's like age is just a number.
no,
Yeah, but like
but
peak mid to late 20s versus peak mid to late 30s. 20s is just going to be better.
You should listen back to this point and listen and hear what I said. I'm not going to repeat it.
No, you're going to repeat it.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you fucking are.
how
No,
many times do we have to repeat stuff for you?
That is a good point.
no, I was saying with like, the age, maybe it could be like an 80-year-old who's like could be like the best MMA fighter.
Most experience.
It's like what Mara's boyfriend says, age is just a number.
Pretty good.
See, it's worse because it was a joke. Like if it's like a question, I get repeating it, but if it's a joke, sometimes it's just not meant to be repeated. But
Worked out this time.
yeah.
Do you think you could win against Xi Jinping? I think I'm saying it correctly, but
Yeah, I'm going to warrior tasks. It's It's like forgot what it's called, but I'm going to hand-to-hand combat like training in January. So yeah, I could beat him.
Sounds like it'd be fun actually.
Yeah. No, I think so. I'm gonna try and like see if I can get through all of them because this is the first one. But that's also like kind of why I wanted the base that I'm at. It's because they have opportunities like that. So, um, yeah. I mean, if look up a picture of Winnie the Pooh and tell me that like you couldn't whip that guy's ass. Like, come on.
I know I definitely could.
Winnie the Pooh.
What do you think? He looks.
Not too bad. I would let him beat me.
He looks like he smells like sesame chicken.
I bet he smells like honey.
That's not very nice to say. China fuels our entire economy.
You are right. Unless it's microchips or computer parts, then that's Taiwan, which is
Yeah.
China too.
Yeah. What do you think the physical age? Never mind. Let me rephrase that. What age is your physical prime?
My
No, all right, not yours
prob-
specifically.
well,
Like a
yeah. I mean,
human.
I think it's like 25, 26, like mid 20s. I know. Like scientifically, it's like late 20s or something.
Yeah.
Technically, which is good. We still have time.
Mm. Yeah.
Why? What do you think?
The fuck. Probably something. I would imagine like mid to early 20s. Like if you're just doing the absolute fucking most insane workout you could physically do. Fuck it, we'll go with 24. That's the peak.
Maybe, yeah. I'm gonna be 20. I'm gonna be 24 in 2026.
I'll be 25. I'll be 24 turning 25.
That's crazy.
How old will
I'll
I
be
be?
23 turning 24, but
3?
Yeah. Isn't getting older a lot of fun?
it's kind of freaky. 'Cause you didn't really anticipate this when you're younger.
No.
It's like I'm looking forward to me being older. But then once you're there, it's kind of like I didn't do as much as I expected to. This is kind of weird. Yeah, and you're kind of like afraid of, the cycle of most adults go through is go to work, wake up. Wake up, go to work, go home.
Yeah.
Maybe
Same old,
fuck
same.
around a little bit and then, do the same thing next day.
Yeah.
And then yeah,
I
being
mean,
single as well.
that's inevitable, but like we can do some things to spice it up just a little bit.
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, just like doing something different. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
the whole point of new experiences. Make it as memorable as you can because you only get one go at this.
Yeah. That's why I'm as spontaneous as I am. But yeah, I think that calls for a improv advertisement.
You good there?
I'm my third beer in, so I'm not even close to where I could be. All right. It's like that old like Shaggy meme. Like I haven't reached my full potential yet.
Oh my
You're working
god.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, right.
Fuck
You
you.
think you're thinking of an idea?
This signifies us doing an improv advertisement.
Okay.
All right. Mac and cheese
Hello?
Baked mac and cheese.
infused. What's that?
Hello?
Yeah. Well,
You can hear me?
yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Discord, shut the fuck up. Discord was saying that it can't detect any audio from my mic, and I don't
That's stupid.
understand.
But Discord's stupid. Speaking of Discord, they're sponsoring us today. Discord is an app to prey on children and also use for communities as well.
Poker.
Scamming other people.
Poker, scamming is a big one. Scamming. What's a good example of scamming on Discord?
Um,
Pretending you're
you
Mr.
know,
Beast?
pretending you're Mr. Beast. I've seen people like, hey, can you give me Discord Nitro, or I'm gonna tell the authorities that you're a pedophile. So like, there's blackmail.
Yeah. That's a big issue that I've been trying to get out of. Is that I'll be preying on an innocent child and all of a sudden, they throw the blackmail card like I gotta pay for their nitro. So I don't really have a paycheck anymore. I'm just paying for like 14 different people's Discord nitro because they keep using that as a scapegoat. But
So viewer, this is why we need you to donate to our Patreon.
this is why we need you to donate to OPP's and Patreon for Discord nitro for 20 innocent people. It's good. It's
That's good.
totally not going to be clipped in the future.
No, never. Look, I thought of a pretty funny idea. All right, what about schizophrenia pills? You take them to become schizophrenic. They start fucking with your serotonin and dopamine receptors and
I would
start
do
making
that.
you see shit, hear shit.
I would do that at work.
Through,
A lot of people do that at my job to be a jump refusal. So.
they'll claim that they're schizophrenic. That's why they won't jump.
Yep. I'm schizophrenic. I can't get into the parachute.
The fuck? No, that disability is called retarded.
No, you can't say that. We're modern day. We're 2023 now, right? This isn't like the 2010s.
I'm gonna ask Google what its thoughts are about that word.
What is the thoughts on the R word, according to Discord? Discord,
Names got
everyone. Discord is a great app. You can play poker, prey on children, and scam people on. Thank you for listening to improv advertisement that was barely anything and barely worked. And just ruined my future. So here we go.
we both ruined our future.
Yeah.
Okay. What's wrong with the word retard? I can only tell you what it means to me and people like me when we hear it. It means that you are excluding us from the rest of your group. We are something that is not like you and something that none of you would ever want to be. We are something outside the in group. We are someone that is not your kind.
What does that mean?
The R word ignores individuality. Words matter. People don't need to scoff at others to make a point. Everyone has a gift, and the world would be better off if we
I mean,
recognized
retarded was an actual term back then.
retardant.
Or
Ret-
no, just
yeah,
retard.
hard.
It was.
Yeah.
It was an actual. Well, I mean, I guess it is an actual word nowadays for like retarding, or like if you're in an aircraft and need to retard the thrust. But what is it
I
like?
mean,
It's an Airbus that tells you when you're like approaching the landing strip. Retard.
yeah.
It's like it's
I mean, there's also an example with the word chink. Like there's a chink in their armor.
Yeah.
but it's also like a derogatory way to refer to someone who's Asian.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
Hey, look at that chink over there.
yeah, do that. See if whatever. This episode isn't getting clipped.
This is the cancellation episode.
It is offensive. It is incorrect. It is derogatory. Fosters loneliness. It hurts and scares me when I'm the only person with intellectual disabilities on the bus and young people start making retard jokes or references.
Who is this guy? I mean,
John
I guess.
Franklin Stevens,
What if
special
somebody? What if? What's that?
uh, Special Olympics athlete and global messenger. I'm not sure what the fuck
Global
that.
Messenger. All right.
I don't-
I mean, would it be any different? I mean, obviously the word has like a new meaning nowadays. Before it used to, play into mental disabilities. But would that change anything if they used mentally disabled instead? Because that's technically putting people in different groups as well.
It's the same thing, yeah. I mean, it's
Um,
yeah, it's
Intellectual disabilities is how you refer to people. Well, it's not refer because you don't need to like specialize like, oh, this person's different. They aren't like, oh, they have not as many capacities or
What does that mean? Not as many capacities. You're starting to get offensive there, Molly.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the training I have to do for work right now.
Not as many capacities.
Um, no, but it's because some people that have intellectual disabilities are unable to like provide for themselves or work. They have to live where there's other people to help provide for them.
Carter, go to your TikTok and then just click on the thing that I sent you while I was restarting my computer.
all right. You've sent me 16 fucking messages.
I didn't even realize.
This person isn't live. I can't view it. What the fuck is
You
this?
just click on their content. I'm just curious. What are your thoughts on taking advantage?
What? Advocate for okay. What is this?
I saw it. I was scrolling. It was like my first video after I pulled up the app, and it was.
Is this the guy's whole gimmick? He's in a wheelchair and he goes to Starbucks.
I didn't even realize. All right, I never checked his video, but
All right, it's a disabled content creator. That's the gimmick. I'm sorry, I haven't viewed
I
any.
don't know if like it's. I mean, obviously, I don't think this is the guy who's posting it. I mean, it's the people around him. There's
Yeah,
somebody filming it, like filming the guy going to Starbucks.
yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on like taking advantage of that for content?
For
I mean, it's
content,
obvious it's working.
Um, it
good for them. They're making money
maltreatment.
and they're getting awareness out there. That's my take on
Awareness
it.
for what though? Going to Starbucks and
That
doing
you can
everyday tasks.
have a disability and you can still be just as successful and famous as this person, even if it's not going to happen because it's a whole other social media crew
What if it's
doing
like they're not fully aware it's happening, or like they're not fully aware that they're posting it?
Exploitation is a form of maltreatment.
then yeah, that would be exploitative of them if they're unaware, if they don't have the same consciousness as.
I guess it goes back to consciousness. Would you say that they have a lower consciousness? They have the same senses as we do.
I guess not as much capacity for. Hey, all right. I'm quoting President Obama here.
All
In
right.
2010, he signed Rosa's law, which changed mental retardation to intellectual disability. So the president himself called it an intellectual disability.
Okay.
People on the very far end of that spectrum do have an intellectual disability. They cannot form cohesive thoughts. When I was younger, my mom's best friend had three kids, two autistic boys, and one cunt of a daughter. Um, one of the autistic boys, he was pretty normal. I mean, he was still normal, young boy, nothing too crazy, at least from my young boy perspective. I'm sure he had some other interesting shit, but to me, he was perfectly normal. He was another friend. The other one, though, he could not speak. He would only speak in ease. He could not form a
Man.
there. I don't know, but he didn't also very. He didn't seem like. It's gonna sound shitty saying it, but from what I remember, they kind of like got his attention the same way you would get a dog's attention. You know, you call their name, food, point at it. it
Yeah. That's an interesting. I always feel bad for people who they kind of lost the biological lottery there.
yeah, you're born. I mean, I guess in their case, they don't know what they're missing out on, so it's all good.
Horrible. I mean, as long as I guess if they're treated well, they're born into the right family and they treat them well. Um, I mean, some people I've met are like, well, I mean, they're not fully conscious. They're subhuman. We should just kill them off.
The word eugenics, is that what that is?
I mean that is. I mean, isn't that literally what that is?
Yeah, any disabilities, get rid of them to as to not weaken the
But
overall
yeah, I
pool.
mean, if you start doing that, then at what point would you stop? Like, what
Until you have
disability would
blonde
be
hair,
too little?
until you have blonde hair and blue
Yeah,
eyes. I mean, I guess yeah, literally, yeah.
it's a
Yeah,
horrible thought, but
be
Oh yeah,
out of
asthma.
it.
Asthma would be a big one. You can't go up a flight of stairs.
Scoliosis.
Your
yeah,
spine, you can't carry shit. You're dead. Yeah.
useless. I say if you can't be intelligent and physically well enough to participate in being in a military, you should be executed. All right.
For your sake. I'm hoping no one listens back to this one. No one's gonna choose episode. What is it? 15 out
Yeah,
of all
episode
episodes.
15. Third iteration.
Do you think the R word should be banned? Like it's an actual suable offense if you're caught anywhere using it, or do you
No,
think?
I don't think
Uh,
any word you should be able to be like sued or be arrested for using. It's a fucking word. I mean,
but
even if like you're using it, even if it's like like the N word, all right. We're going to that point. Even if it's at that point, like even if you're unless it's like repeatedly harassing and then it starts getting to other like crimes, obviously that should be you know just dealt with. But if you just like say it once because it's like one dipshit just decided to shout it in the middle of the night. Oh, we should arrest that guy. And I don't think you should be arrested for saying things.
yeah, I mean, I guess another example is calling something gay. It's
That
it's
is that's very like early 2000s. Like I was cut saying it when I was younger. I mean, that one was interesting because like eventually, it became I don't know. I used to hear everyone say gay is stupid. Like that's gay, bro.
I
It's
remember
dumb as fuck.
that.
Mhm.
The last time I said it in that kind of context was when I was working at McDonald's, and the one fucking gay person was like, "Actually, that's,
All right.
very rude."
Okay, buddy. Why are you talking to me? Why don't you have a dick in your mouth, huh?
I think you would have been a fun person to work with.
All right, I'm sorry. I get this from my job that I work at. But no. Yeah, the last time I said it was like when I was younger. Obviously, like before middle school. But it's interesting how things change. I think that one's like one of the more interesting pieces of our language that changed as we're getting older.
Yeah, I mean, I don't that's not the word that comes to mind when I'm trying to say something sucks. That word for my mind is stupid
Yeah,
or retarded,
that's dumb. That's
dumb, yeah.
But I remember that it used to be part of my vocabulary. That's gay as fuck. I have to go to the fucking DMVs who jerk off some chickens. That's gay as fuck, bro.
I wanna get a voice clip of you saying that.
You can clip it. It's getting recorded, so.
That's good.
uh, yeah. I mean, I remember that it used to be part of our dialect. Now it's not. I mean, now it's obviously inappropriate for obvious reasons, and but I mean, I don't think anyone should. Even if someone were to use it nowadays, I don't think you should be arrested for it. Obviously, I don't think you should be able. I mean, unless you like obviously like make some sort of threat or you're harassing someone verbally, I don't think you should be arrested for saying something.
That's good.
So
I'm, glad you have that belief, fighting for my freedoms.
yeah, what it's supposed to. Hey, I'm supposed to fight for the Constitution. All right, not what the president says. It doesn't say anything about always abiding by what the president says. Inside my what is it? My oath that I took.
Have you found any loopholes to, like, disobey the president yet?
Mostly just that. I mean, we're here to uphold the Constitution. If the president says some goofy ass shit like starting some Holocaust shit, we're allowed to say no to that.
Snazzy.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a heavy topic talking about disabilities, and I just think that's always one of the most interesting thoughts because that's going to be something I reflect on when I'm younger or when I'm older, is that just like the words that I used when I was younger, it's
I
different.
remember my aunt when I was, like, 11 or 12 asking me, "Do you think you have autism, Carter?" She was
How
talking
the
with my dad.
fuck would you know? You don't even know what that word meant, like fully.
I knew what it meant. I had autistic friend growing up, but,
Well,
no,
like
this
you,
was, like, after I had gotten my vaccine shots. She was asking me that.
well, autism prevents or presents itself in multiple different ways, but that's interesting as well because I have
No,
family members that hold the same belief.
vaccines cause autism.
Yeah, like the one example that they use, like it didn't even like the person literally like was the person who made the study literally was backing out on it and was like, nope, actually that's incorrect, my bad. And then there's like people like parents that they asked about it, and then so the reason why it was they noticed that it was starting to act up around that age is because some parts of autism don't really present itself until they're older.
Yeah.
So it was just a happenstance that they took the shots around that age, and then they started like seeing it, or they were just complacent to it and didn't realize it until like later on, and then it was just kind of like causation and correlation kind of thing.
Yeah.
But stop,
Right.
we're getting canceled. Um, yeah. What are your thoughts on like making fun of people, like in those regards?
Just making fun of people in general.
Yeah, making fun of people with like, disabilities or yeah, pretty much is that. With people making fun of people with disabilities, they can't really defend themselves. It's probably like one of the lowest hanging fruits on the tree.
It is a low hanging fruit. I mean, if there's good comedy, it's good comedy, and it's a lot harder to do funny jokes with low hanging fruit. But I feel like there's been some impersonations probably at some point in my life that I laughed at where they're just mimicking uh, someone that can't speak or can't speak normally.
Yeah,
I mean, it's fun to make fun of people that have stutters. I mean, I know it's not the same thing, but
it's bad. I developed the stutter somehow. Believe it or
how did you do that? It's
yeah,
stupid. It's a stupid joke every
yeah.
time, but it's
Well, like Joe Biden has one supposedly. That's why he. I mean, that's how they excuse his like stupid moments of just sitting there and not saying anything, or just
it's old. That's
or
why.
like his random tangents. So it's because he has a stutter. Oh, really? That's why.
A student
Well,
at Catholic school, Biden struggled with a stutter since he was a fucking kid. What? He's been open about his lifelong struggle with stuttering.
it's like,
It's a
oh,
joke.
okay, that's why he was talking about a kid sitting on his lap at a pool. It's because he has a stutter. See, I hate people who like I've had conversations about them like, not exactly being on the same or like being on the same page like with like disliking the president and then all of a sudden they just shout out like, "Oh, Trump 2024." Like we're not
We're not on the same
yeah,
page.
we're not on the same page, buddy. I have this so I just finished my 3 beers and I have this Smirnoff peppermint twist. Very very generic option to pick for alcohol, but
Pepper,
I haven't
peppermint.
had it before, so
This doesn't sound too bad, actually.
it tastes exactly like a candy cane. So, it's not good.
Right, Molly?
Yeah. What Molly said.
You want to go back to playing poker?
I kind of do, honestly. There's no viewers. The content's starting to get dry.
For context, I found out for the first time today that Discord has a poker game that you can play, and I don't know a fucking thing about it,
I
but
think
it's
we all did figure that out because I didn't know either. I just kind of just clicked. Sometimes just click on things to start an activity.
yeah. We have an event happening right now.
Yeah, an event. I didn't even know that was that thing either. I don't know. I'm not like religious to Discord, so I don't know like the ins and the
Unlike some.
outs.
Unlike some.
Yeah. Unlike the man who lied to us today.
He said he genuinely hates you, so you got that going for you.
For what?
Yeah.
What did I even do? What did I do?
You ruined his perfect relationship. That's what you did.
He did the exact same thing to me when it ended. So I mean, he got his payback. I mean, yeah, it was kind of a scummy thing to do. But I mean, at the same time, I was younger, I was stupid. I in my middle school brain, I developed feelings for someone, so I was like, all right, I didn't manipulate it in any way. I didn't like
Well, according to the other caller on the line, I don't fucking know. Everyone, I mean, I'm still surprised. Like the word genuinely hate. I mean, yeah, kind of an asshole in high school, but
That would have been freshman year for Jason and I.
Yeah.
well, that's like 5, 6, 7 fucking years ago.
We graduated 2 years ago, so yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
And then yeah, I
you
mean
know,
again, my middle school brain was like I was calling him like after the fact.
I
Like I
mean,
was
there's
literally
some
on the phone and he said, "Yeah, I'm okay with it." I was like, "Oh, okay. So that means it's
yeah,
completely fine what I'm doing." Like he
no,
literally told me that he was fine with me dating his ex-girlfriend, which is
no,
fucked up, but
he genuinely hates you. But
he
it's
told me
okay.
that.
If he ever gets on, we can
Yeah.
do this debate, and you can just
I mean,
tell him
it's
that
fine for me. It's fine for him to hate me. Like I understand, but I mean, it was younger me. I was different then. I'd like to say that I changed for the better,
maybe.
but
Nah, it'd have to be about that. I can't think it would be about anything else.
it couldn't be anything else.
And I know that like we were prickly people, but
I
I
mean,
feel
come
like
on. I mean, he fucked his
like
girlfriend while we were behind the door. So I mean,
you would have the same feeling towards
maybe it's just bias
you.
because I was friend with him for a little while before like being friend with Jason, figuring out Jason exists.
Maybe he views Jason as the person that stole his girlfriend and one of his friends.
Maybe that.
one of his friends.
Yeah,
You seem like you were like at the bottom of the food chain in that friend group. Like they would fuck around with you a lot.
yeah.
Like like the whole kissing thing as well. Like they just use you as like a comedic plot. At least that's what I got from it. But
Yeah, there was a good amount of it.
so I mean, yeah,
No,
they're
you still.
who's who's the asshole here? But no, it's a good point. I mean, what I did was very scummy, especially how I like swooped in. I didn't manipulate it though in any way, in like the sense of I didn't say the person she's dating is a bad person. Whenever she would say she would work on things, I'd endorse it. Like, yeah, that's a good idea. You should.
Weren't some master manipulator back in 8th grade. What?
Yeah, maybe that's me. I'm a master manipulator, fucking hypocrite.
You should say that like I am the fucking master manipulator.
Yeah,
You
I'm
think
a
I am?
master. I'm M squared, master manipulator. All right.
Yeah,
I like
introduce
that.
yourself.
That's a good term. No, I'm trying to. Me personally, like I'm trying to be a better person. All right, every day.
That's good, and you should be. But like when it comes to him, be the worst version of yourself.
I will. I mean, if it comes on, but I'd like. I think a lot of that also has to do with me calling him a fat ass. He probably like,
I mean, if we go back in the chat,
yeah,
how many times?
probably didn't sit very well with it.
But like, I don't know. Or maybe it was started because of the Tubby McTub shit, the Twinkie ain't
What
getting
is
anymore.
this? I was trying to remember what I said. Tubby McTub shit. It's good. Tubby McTub shit. The Twinkie ain't getting any more crispy. I genuinely hate him. It's probably what it was. Oh, I don't know. No, I mean, yeah, I was shitty when I was younger, and and the last relationship was that one. Probably the most toxic. At least I hope it's the most toxic relationship I'll ever have.
You don't want to be like Isaac and go for the toxic girls.
No, not really. I think I'll just keep drinking and just sitting in my room alone.
Your
I
girlfriend.
seem to be the happiest one.
Yeah, but like, what if you had a girlfriend to drink with? Wouldn't that be like even better?
If they're also alcoholic, I'd feel bad for them, and then
You guys can help each other out.
no, but she couldn't help me because I'd
I
keep
think you guys,
drinking.
Jane and Jesse.
Jesse and Jay, like a GTA 6 kind of thing.
No, like Breaking Bad kind of thing. Like your
GTA.
girlfriend
Yeah, that'd be
overdoses.
perfect.
I walk in.
2026, you walk in.
I try and get the fucking OPP Bitcoin wallet from you.
Yeah.
Fucking your girl. And then I just let her die because you
Jesse,
didn't give me the fucking
Jesse,
Bitcoin pass.
Jason, open the door, Jason. Walk in, you know.
2026, it'll be a good year for the podcast.
Will be. I feel 2024. I feel like the even number of years are good.
I
Because
mean,
well, like
it's
2021, we tried the podcast again. It didn't work. 2020, I guess we started in 2020 during COVID. This is a COVID creation.
is that a good thing? I feel like a lot of things
I
are
feel like I
created.
feel like it's kind of like a testament to its time. Like it pushed, like because of COVID, I was bored and it pushed me to create this nothing cast because it's zero viewership. Nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
The whole idea of the podcast doesn't work without people. I feel like once like we get like if we ever get viewers to begin with, if we ever get viewers, we'd have to make a separate podcast if we want to continue whatever the fuck this is because my idea was like a chatterbox kind of thing. But
Yeah. We just got to start posting TikTok clips. TikTok.
yeah,
We
we've
do
been
that.
we've been lacking on TikTok, right? I've been specifically. I saw Molly posted something.
What?
Well, you posted something on TikTok. It wasn't even.
It was her account though. I don't think it was
Yeah,
the.
it was her own
Oh,
account, but it's about
Why
it.
can't I comment on that?
I
Sums up
don't know. I
2020.
post a video. It's just like, no, you can't. No comments.
Interesting.
We got dumpster fire.
2020 wasn't a dumpster fire. All right, maybe it was, but
All right. Comments are allowed now.
hell yeah. Oh, that person that hates you, they work at a call center.
They work at a call center now.
Yeah.
Customer relations.
Yeah.
Are you actually? Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's like the only call center in town.
Yeah.
That's amazing. My mom hated working there. Good for them.
I'll tell him that he's your mom's level. That'll make him happy.
Yeah. He's my mom's peak performance at this point. It's only downhill from here. Tell him I'm I'm having an enjoyable job that has opportunities.
I'll let him know that you're living your best life.
I am. I think after 2020 and after some of the shit that happened, disappointments that I felt about myself,
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty good.
The first 2 years, a bit rocky. I mean, there were some good parts for me for sure. But
First 2 years of what?
2020, the 20s.
Yeah, the 20s. Oh, the 20s. Yeah, 29. Yeah, 2010s. I had so much hope for myself. I was gonna accomplish so much.
I don't know what I had for myself in the 2010s. I didn't think much of myself. I didn't think long term.
Yeah.
I've never been very good with long term planning. It's kind of fun just to do shit, just to quote to quote the man, I'm a dog chasing cars.
I feel like that would be kind of me because I set up plans that are like, or I set up expectations that are super out of my grasp. I'm a dog chasing cars, you know.
You haven't seen Batman, so shut the fuck up. You can't quote that shit.
All right, that's fine. I didn't even know what you
Molly,
were quoting to begin with, so I just kind of used it.
Molly,
I like that
you,
quote. I'll watch Batman just for that now.
Molly has seen more Christopher Nolan movies than you have.
Why?
She's seen more of them than you have.
All right, let's see.
All right, list off the ones you've watched. You gotta find the list. You don't have them all memorized.
Yeah. Oppenheimer, Interstellar, Inception, Dunkirk.
You have to say it. You can't just nod at me. You know what? Fuck.
um,
You've probably seen more than her, honestly. She's seen Oppenheimer, Interstellar, and then the 3 Batman movies, and
I'm looking at
I mean, if she's watched the 3 Batman movies, then probably has.
it's 5 in total. You've seen
I've seen
Interstellar,
4.
Oppenheimer,
I want to watch Tenet. I do.
Interstellar, and no,
Yeah, it's
Inception.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched
I just
Tenet yet.
I
It
haven't
couldn't
watched
get.
it. Huh?
I tried watching Tenet when it was first available on HBO Max, and I was just fucking sleepy that night. I couldn't
Yeah.
do it.
Well, speaking of 2020, that came out in 2020.
Prestige.
Yeah,
I've
shit.
seen that.
She has seen more than you. Fuck.
Prestige.
I forgot that movie.
She
Yeah, it's
she
got
doesn't
a.
even like Chris. She doesn't like understand Christopher Nolan's like artistic value though. So I mean,
Okay, but
That was a good movie. It's Christian Bale
actually.
and Hugh Jackman. They're magicians, and they're trying to fucking kill each other because one of them kind of killed his wife. It's good.
yeah,
You haven't seen it, cunt.
yeah, I agree. I think it's pretty good. Prestige Worldwide.
That's what we should rename the podcast to.
Prestige. What is it? Is that from Step Brothers?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what is it?
boats and hoes.
Yeah. What is it? Skeeter Jean. He said that his company name was Prestige Worldwide to his most recent video to Predator. And it was like some contractor Predator, and they put a photo of him under like the kitchen sink, so he would open it up and see the photo of himself. Like, what is it? What was that photo from?
I felt
That was
like
a good video. It's like an hour and a half, but I thought it was pretty good.
He did Batman vs Superman.
what?
Um,
No, Nolan didn't direct it.
it's in his list of stuff.
He didn't direct it. What the fuck? No, that was Zack Snyder who directed that shit.
This category includes produced, directed, and
Okay.
written.
I care about directed. Produced, I'm
Okay.
sure.
Prestige Worldwide. Actually, that is pretty close to Opinion Planet podcast. They literally
Opinions worldwide. That's not, I don't like that. Opinions worldwide.
I don't like it either, but if you look at the logo for it, like we're so close.
That is pretty good. They have a more hippie vibe than we do.
Yeah.
It's just
I like ours. It's like a modern hippie vibe.
I don't like that you call us a modern hippie vibe. I'm not.
You don't like hippies?
I think of us more as like the sheriffs of the internet.
Sheriffs of the internet?
Yeah.
All right, how so? We haven't caught anyone yet.
You let me fucking explain.
All right.
We maintain
Order and
good.
discipline throughout the galaxy.
So what's a ninja's favorite move?
All right, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
You know what? I don't have anything good for the bit. It was just copying Always Sunny, the sheriff patties.
We maintain what?
We maintain good quality conversational content for people that aren't actually speaking in person. We have our moments. We have that.
I'd say
But,
we're
you
not
know,
the sheriffs of the internet until we start catching predators or some shit. Let's start doing some Opinion Planet shit. You know,
we
like
can,
some like Devil's Simp kind of stuff. You know.
yeah, we'll invite Skeeter on as a guest. See if
That would
he'll-
actually that would be dope. That would be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be pretty good. I want to ask him how he gets the ideas to, have the pedophile play a round of Mortal Kombat. To try and
See, that's the content we need more of. Because like some people take it way too seriously. At least he like understands the irony of what he's doing.
Yeah. That's got to have like the same motif as like asking that person to play Hangman. I don't know. It gives me the same vibe.
Asking someone to play hangman, but they're the one getting hung, you know?
Yeah, if you fail, you're gonna get hung.
Yeah.
But if you pass, I'm not gonna tell the cops anything. Well, it looks like you didn't get the word.
But would you do that? Would you play?
Fuck no, I suck at
Different.
hangman.
You just start with vowels and then you go from there.
I don't know. A, E, I, O, U? Are those vowels?
E, I, O, U, or Y, maybe.
What the fuck do you
Yeah.
mean sometimes Y?
Sometimes
It
Y.
depends on if there's another vowel or not.
Why?
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 Why is the question?
Why just not make it a permanent or non-permanent vowel? Who came up
It
with this shit?
depends.
Says who?
The vowel man.
Has at least one vowel in it.
No.
The vowel man says so. Right?
A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y.
No, I refuse to believe that there are words without vowels.
All words have a vowel.
No. Fly. Get fucked.
Y.
Yep.
The Y would be a vowel in
Yep.
that
No.
scenario.
Fuck
It would be.
No. Y is not. Nope.
Yep. See what I just
No.
sent? Look what I just sent.
I don't give a shit about your opinion. I'm gonna fucking delete that shit.
Look what I just sent.
As a vowel.
Alright, what about FLI? Wait, no, that's still I.
Why? Yeah, it has to have.
Burr.
Burr?
BRR.
It's not even a word.
It's a word.
I consider that a word. It's That's also not a word. Burr and are noises, not words.
It's literally just a fucking onomatopoeia, isn't that?
Hey, there we go. A crith, a Celtic instrument from the past. CRWTH.
CRWTH. Yeah, but you got the W in there.
W's not a vowel.
It's a W.
Shut your What? Girl. GRRL. A young lady who is powerful and independent or is who aggressive.
That's
Yo.
fake. What are you reading? Fucking Urban Dictionary? Get the fuck off that shit.
And as we'll see, W are called vowels.
What do you mean?
But let's get technical.
You can't keep adding words.
That represent a specific type of speech, which speech sound called a vowel. So in that word you just said, the cruth?
Yeah.
The W's.
No, fuck you. You can't just make a W a vowel.
A vowel is a speech sound that is made without a significant constriction of the flow of air from lungs. In making vowels, the tongue can be at various heights in the mouth. High, mid, low. And at various positions, front, central, or back. The lips can be variously rounded. Vowels can vary in pitch and loudness too. So it depends on your speech. The speech of what you say is what makes a vowel. Why is W sometimes a vowel? W is a rebel. It defines categories, to put it simply. It's a little bit of both, vowel and consonant.
I don't like the English language. This is fucking stupid.
It's literally our language is just like
A E
a
I O
bunch of
U.
languages wearing a trench coat.
A E I O U. Those are the only vowels.
And
You
Y
just
and
wrong.
W.
Tisk.
Y and W are
Tisk? That's an onomatopoeia.
Tisk.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. It's an onomatopoeia.
Shh.
Onomatopoeia.
a noise is not a word.
Do you know what an onomatopoeia is?
Um. Sounds. Woo. Boo. Ooh. Ah. Ting tang.
Walla
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 bing
bing bang.
bang.
That's an onomatopoeia,
Fucking
right?
Elvin and Chipmunks here.
That's what that's from?
Probably not, but I remember it.
Tune annoyed. That tune annoyed the fuck out of me when I was younger. I couldn't get it out of my fucking head. It was annoying as shit.
Yeah, I would say so. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Should we just call it here? My voice is getting fucking. It's hurting to speak.
I'm sure it does.
It does.
Yeah, I'm sure it does, buddy. Get a profile.
Get a profile?
That's what it's called when, you get like, you get like, you hurt your foot or something. You get a profile for it. The military.
I don't know military fucking
Jargon. I love it. I like how it's like,
vernacular.
I like how it's different. It's like a whole different like universe here. Like military.
Yep.
That's why they call people civilians. It's just different.
Military time. That shit's crazy.
I mean, it's not it's 24-hour time because the UK
Military
uses that shit too. Europe uses
Like,
24-hour time.
it's military.
We're one of the only people who use 12-hour time. AM and PM. But I guess, yeah. I can't wait until I can set my phone until like a normal time.
Wait. I have all of my devices set to military time. I try and like immerse myself in that shit. You prefer regular 12-hour time?
It makes me feel normal, Because everyone talks about 9 a.m., 9 p.m., that kind of
I
shit.
get. I know, like, yeah, whenever I'm talking about times with people, I always just do regular shit, but I should start, like, switching back
I
to
feel like it's
20.
pretentious to be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because
20.
it's like different. It's a different societal norm. They're
20
they're
o'clock.
not normal to it. They're not It's not normal to say that. See, I'll talk to you at 1500. All right. What? Say 3 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll be on at 1600 next Saturday.
I can understand that like instantly, but
I don't remember if I've ever asked you, but does you being in your line of work, do you use military minutes or just hours?
military minutes? What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, oh my fucking god. Her company is fucking stupid.
We use military time, and the military time is not just hours, it is also minutes.
What does that
So
mean?
15 is 30, 45 is 50, I'm pretty sure. Or yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now.
Instead of it being a 0 to 60, it's a 0 to 100 with minutes.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. That's not used in any conventional military in the world. It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
Bring that up to the CEO. Why the fuck are we doing? The military does it.
Yeah, no, because I had never heard of it before.
That's gotta be a French thing. I think the French came up with that.
Yeah, we have to do it every day. We have a little cheat sheet that has the minutes because,
They call it military minutes?
It's, yeah.
I've never heard of this in my life. It's literally just like you take 12 hours and you just add whatever like normal civilian time is.
Yeah, you just continue to count. But no, for the minutes, it's like you don't even have a 1. It's 2. It starts off with 2. So if I'm clocking it at 8:01, I have to put 8:02.
Because that's smart.
I don't get it. I actually I don't.
If
I
I'm
just put 801.
no, but then we get yelled at because we aren't using military
By
minutes.
who? What are they gonna arrest you for not doing that? Look, man,
Because
I'm just excited to get out because you know how small the consequences are compared to like military shit. Like, what are they gonna do? Make you do push-ups? No,
to
they can't.
decline.
They can't even do that.
No, they get a special sign-in thing. You have to log in. I'm the only one with an account. So I have to log into my account and I have to sign them in when they get there, sign them out if they eat lunch there,
You're the
sign them
only
back
one who has an account.
to like get them signed in and stuff. Well, my mother does too, but she doesn't really work at the location I'm at.
But you're paid
So,
only like $5 an hour.
Yeah, that one.
yeah. No, but yeah, they get this whole like computerized program system for it where we used to a few years ago, we used to have to do both where we would sign in on the computer and then we'd have to also write a time card. And
Stupid.
they would only go by the time card, so
How
they'd
does that?
stop
How does that
after the
make
regular.
sense? How does that make it any easier if you go by like 100 instead of 60?
I'm
Because we
22.
have to add it up ourselves. We have to take our end time of the day and our start time of the day. And
You're just talking about how it makes it more inconvenient. How does it make it easier?
They don't pay you enough to do that. That's a fucking workaround. What
Make
the
you do
fuck?
conversions that you've never learned in any like schooling.
You'll have no other use aside from this fucking. What the fuck?
You even learned that in math class.
We need to schedule a meeting with the CEO of this
That's good.
company.
Once OPP becomes a physical location, we have like workers. We'll do military minutes. It makes absolutely no fucking sense.
I'll send you a picture of the little cheat sheet on Monday.
I
I'd
thought
love
the
to.
only
I'd love to
reason
see it.
that people would deliberately use it is just to because it'll confuse employees. They'll fuck their time card up. They'll probably clock in less minutes.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
Literally just don't do it. They'll just do it by like
Regular.
they'll just do 8 o'clock, and then if they say they leave at like
So
1:15, they'll still just do 1300.
So they'll just
But
so the company's counting on the fact that people are too lazy to do the conversion, so they don't get paid for the 15 minutes they stay.
they aren't counting on it. They're just those employees are just too lazy to look at a sheet that tells you what time to put down.
I guess.
No. But also they'll sometimes round up if they leave a bit earlier. They'll just round up the time so they get extra money instead. Military minutes are stupid.
Yeah, they are.
Not military minutes. I don't know what that is.
Military minutes.
I can't tell you what that is. I don't
Ask.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't figure out how that makes anything easier. Because you have to convert it.
We have military minutes. Are there military seconds?
God, I hope not.
Yeah, maybe if it's like in reference to like your direction or something, like seconds. Hopefully not in relation to time.
I don't get it. You can schedule a meeting. No, we'll schedule a meeting with the CEO and we'll explain that Jason is from the military and that he said to stop this shit. So.
Yeah, tell them that it's someone from the military, not only from the military, like a paratrooper. All right, telling you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that was a great podcast, guys. Thank you for joining.
That's a good one. military minutes. I like that.
That was a good. It's a good ending.
Yeah, what time are we ending the podcast at exactly? Like 20. What would 24? What's the conversion for that? You know this.
It's in my brain.
Doing the math.
It's a sound for woman math.
Is that the name of it now on the soundboard?
It's just called racist, as in
It's not funny.
it's a racist.
Why'd you choose that fucking?
Don't worry about it. Nobody will understand.
It's more difficult to like think at the top of your head because like it skips. It doesn't go in order.
No.
It like skips around a little bit. It'll like skip around number.
Well, okay, what's 30 minutes in military minutes?
50.
50. I suppose, yeah, well, you can't just count backwards, can you?
Not really. I was trying to do that, but I was like, no, because I don't remember if.
What is
It's
it?
so-
Quickly. What is 25 in military minutes?
I'm trying to think.
She doesn't
Hurry
have
up.
a photo version.
Wrong. Incorrect. Couldn't
When I
figure it
type in
out.
minutes in Google, I can't fucking find military minutes. I'm seeing military time, all that shit, but
Well, you Googled who came up with military minutes. Just Google military minutes. Look at that. Conversion chart.
all right, shut the fuck up.
Where's 25? 41. Because that makes sense.
Doesn't make any sense because you looked up military minutes, you couldn't find anything. Like, who fucking came up with this chart? I've never heard of this in my life.
You're sounding really upset about it.
I am because because people are gonna ask me in the future, like, what's this in military minutes? I don't fucking know. I've never heard of this.
Tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, see, they just skip 1, and then they just skip 4 and 6, and they don't have 9.
This is unnecessary.
How does that help with anything? This is dumb.
This is very American. This is very bald eagles per hour right here.
Yeah.
No,
This
I
isn't.
I guess it makes it easier for the average person to calculate their time.
No.
Just makes it more
No.
difficult because every time, traditionally, even in 24-hour time, is calculated in like 60
minutes. Yeah.
60 seconds, 60 minutes, 60, whatever. 60 hours in a day.
What?
See, but
You stay up for a long fucking time.
Can you imagine 60-hour workday?
Fuck that.
What do you mean, fuck that? It's supposed to be Philomanco, since we skipped our meeting.
to play poker.
Yeah. Speaking of poker,
Yeah.
We
Thank
should
you.
learn how to.
thank you guys for watching. It is approximately, what time is it right now in military minutes?
2 minutes.
We'll wait 2 minutes.
We'll wait 2 minutes.
Because then we know for sure it's going to end at 2050.
All right. 20 in 2 minutes. What is the funniest thing you've heard in your life? What is something that's really goofy to you?
It'd be 4 military minutes, wouldn't it? What is something really funny I heard in my life?
Yeah.
You know what? Give me 1 second. What are you singing? Be quiet, Mara. It's gonna hum.
Isn't that the Jeopardy music?
Yeah.
Oh. Fortune.
Funny jokes for adults. Alright. I guess FW, I want something funny.
You aren't gonna get anything funny.
75 dirty jokes that are never appropriate but always funny. What the fuck?
What do a woman and a bar have in common? Liquor in the front, poker in the back.
What do women and noodles have in common? Both wiggle when you eat them. What do you get when you jingle a man's ball? A white Christmas. Alright, it's 2050. See you
Thank
folks
you.
later. I can't, Jason, I can't hear you. Oh, PP.
Oh,
Oh, PP.
PP.
OPP.